What if I told you T here is an ancient system proven effective for centuries that holds the key to mastering life's challenges? It's a philosophy whispered through time, shaped by an emperor's private thoughts and strategies. But here's the twist. These writings weren't meant for you or Matt, they weren't meant for anyone. They were a personal playbook, hidden away until history unveiled them. Intrigued? Let me take you on a journey into the mind of Marcus Aurelius and the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. I remember the moment it hit me. The sheer volume of self-improvement advice out there. It felt overwhelming, like I was drowning in an ocean of tips and tricks. But then I stumbled upon something ancient, something that has stood the test of time. Stoicism. It's not just another fad. It's a philosophy that's been proven effective for centuries. Today, I want to share what I've learned to deep dive into Stoicism and the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius. His name alone carries weight. His personal writings, known as meditations, weren't even meant for the public. These were his private notes, strategies for leading an empire, navigating life's challenges, and mastering himself. What you get from his work is the unfiltered truth, straight from the source. And from these writings, I've pulled out 10 principles, a playbook for life and self-discipline. The first principle, finding your purpose. I've been there, feeling like I was just going through the motions, asking, what's the point? Stoicism answers that by guiding us to understand our unique role in the world. It's not about chasing some grand, unattainable dream. It's about tuning into what we're naturally inclined toward and how we can contribute. The Stoics call it living in accordance with logos, the rational order of the cosmos. For me, it's been about regularly reflecting on my actions, just like Marcus did, to ensure they align with my purpose. It's not about figuring out the meaning of life all at once, but focusing on what I am meant to do right now. Next, I learned to count on myself. In today's world, where external validation is king, this one hit hard. Social media likes, other people's opinions, it's all noise. Stoicism teaches self-reliance, not as isolation, but as cultivating trust in my own judgment. I started small, making decisions without immediately seeking advice. Over time, I built confidence in my ability to take responsibility for my life. And then T here is showing up every day. I've struggled with consistency, aiming for those intense bursts of effort only to burn out. But the Stoics emphasize slow and steady progress. Marcus Aurelius compared it to the sun rising daily, fulfilling its purpose. Now I focus on small, manageable actions, reading a single page, meditating for 5 minutes, and showing up. Even when I don't feel like it, that's when real discipline is built. Embracing discomfort was the next principle, and it felt counterintuitive. Why would I intentionally make myself uncomfortable? But the Stoics weren't into pain for its own sake. They saw discomfort as training, like small doses of a virus strengthening the immune system. Marcus even skipped meals to appreciate food more. For me, it started with cold showers and taking the stairs. These small acts built resilience and a deeper appreciation for the comforts I often took for granted. Then came focusing on what I can control. This principle feels incredibly relevant today. How often do we stress about things beyond our control? The weather, traffic, other people's drama. The Stoics call this the dichotomy of control, recognizing that while I can't control external events, I can control my thoughts, reactions, and judgments. I remember stressing over a flight delay, only to realize how silly it was. Now, I ask myself, is this within my control? If not, I let it go and focus on what I can influence. Never playing the victim was another game changer. Life isn't fair, and bad things happen. But Stoicism offers a different perspective. It's not about denying hardship, but recognizing that I always have a choice in how I respond. Blaming others keeps me stuck, while choosing an empowered response allows me to move forward. It's about taking ownership of my experience, even when circumstances are tough. Practicing delayed gratification was a tough one, especially in today's world of instant gratification. But the Stoics knew true fulfillment comes from making choices aligned with long-term goals. It's like saving for a dream vacation instead of spending impulsively. For me, it's been about focusing on a process of creative projects, trusting that results will come in time. Delaying gratification isn't easy, but it's been worth it. Ignoring the naysayers felt particularly relevant in our hyper-connected world. Everyone has an opinion, and it's easy to get caught up in negativity. But the Stoics remind me that other people's opinions are outside my control. When I am rooted in my values and purpose, those external voices lose their power. It's about building an inner resilience so negativity bounces off. Emulating wise individuals was the next principle that resonated deeply. If I want to learn a skill, I find a master. The Stoics applied this to character development too. They sought out role models, not for hero worship, but to study their lives and learn from their virtues. I've started reflecting on people I admire, asking, what are their defining traits? How do they handle pressure? It's about extracting wisdom from their example. Finally, reviewing my day became a cornerstone practice. Marcus Aurelius called it evening reflection time to step back and observe my thoughts, actions, and reactions. It's not about self-criticism, but conscious learning. Taking just 5 minutes to ask, what went well? What could I have done differently? What did I learn? Has been transformative. It's about becoming my own mentor and making small course corrections daily. These 10 principles: finding purpose, counting on myself, showing up, embracing discomfort, focusing on what I can control, never playing the victim, practicing delayed gratification, ignoring naysayers, emulating wise individuals, and reviewing my day have given me a framework for navigating life's complexities. They're not about perfection, but progress. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. These 10 principles: finding purpose, counting on myself, showing up, embracing discomfort, focusing on what I can control, never playing the victim, practicing delayed gratification, ignoring naysayers, emulating wise individuals, and reviewing my day have given me a framework for navigating life's complexities. They're not about perfection, but progress. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. So I ask you, which principle resonates with you the most? What's one small action you can take today to start putting it into practice? This journey isn't about adopting all 10 principles at once. Start with one, experiment, and let it guide you. Because in the end, it's about living with intention, purpose, and a healthy dose of stoic resilience. Before you go, here is something to ponder. If Marcus Aurelius were here today, what do you think he'd say about your biggest challenge? Take a moment to reflect on that and share your answer. I'll be reading your responses and can't wait to hear your thoughts. Let's learn from each other and grow together. Now, I have a few questions for you, and I'll share some examples to get the ball rolling. Question 1. What's one area of your life where you could start focusing on what you can control rather than stressing about external factors? For example, someone might say, I realize I spend way too much energy stressing about what others think of me at work. Instead, I'm going to focus on doing my best and trusting my abilities. That's within my control. Question 2. Have you ever ignored naysayers and succeeded in something you believed in? How did it feel to prove them wrong? One viewer might share, I once had someone tell me I'd never be able to finish my art portfolio on time. But I stuck with it, worked consistently, and when I finally completed it, I felt a mix of pride and relief, knowing I followed my path. Question 3. What's one small action you can take daily to start building discipline in an area you've been struggling with? Here's an idea someone might give. I've been struggling with staying fit, so I am committing to a 10-minute walk every morning. It's small, but it feels manageable, and I know showing up daily will make a difference. Question 4. When was the last time you embraced discomfort, and what did you learn from it? One response could be, I decided to try public speaking, even though it terrified me. It was nerve-wracking, but by the end, I realized I was capable of more than I thought. Question 5. If you had to choose one principle from Marcus Aurelius's playbook to focus on right now, which one would it be and why? For instance, someone might say, reviewing my day resonates with me the most. I feel like I move from one task to the next without ever stopping to reflect. Ending my day with a few minutes of self-review could really help me grow. Now, it's your turn. Reflect on these questions and let me know in the comments below. Your answers might inspire someone else on their journey. Let's keep the conversation going.